Hello, welcome to episode number 6 with chocolate with Lesha today because I'm trying to drink less coffee. Today we're going to talk about something that I don't want to talk about, but we need to talk about. No, I don't want to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Do calories matter on keto? One of the most controversial topics in keto and in the overall community of health and fitness. Do calories matter? Yes, they do matter. And no, they don't matter. Let's start with the basics. What is a calorie? A calorie is the amount of heat that it takes to raise water to 1 degree Celsius. So there's about 3,500 calories in a pound. So if you think about it, if you burn off 3,500 calories in a week, then you lose a pound, right? Yeah, I guess that could be true. There are other things that we need to consider when we're talking about calories and keto. Hormones. Hormones control everything. We already know that, especially insulin when it comes to a ketogenic diet. And hormones also affect how your body processes the said calories that you consume. So insulin is what raises your blood sugar. So if you eat food such as carbohydrates and sugar, it will pump your insulin up, and that will trigger your body to store that food as fat. So that is very important when it comes to determining whether calories matter or don't. Because when it comes to insulin, it doesn't matter what calories you consume. It's how your body processes the food that you consume. And if that food has a high glycemic index, such as carbohydrates and sugar, your body will store that specific food as fat. Well, what about the theory, calories in, calories out, let's eat low calories, low fat, and we'll lose weight? Sounds great, doesn't work. It's what I've pretty much done all my life, and all my life I've had an issue with my weight. Because I would go on a low-fat diet, I would run 5 miles a day, and I still couldn't lose any weight. And that is because the food I was eating, my body was storing it as fat due to the hormone response of it. Now, if you're thinking about that one person that eats all the carbs and sugar in the world and they're still sickly thin, that is because of their metabolism. There's nothing to do with the calories in, calories out. They're just one of those lucky people. But that doesn't mean that what's going on the inside is okay, all right? A lot of those people have detrimental health issues later in life. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Say that in front of the mirror over and over again. However, you're also not healthy if you're obese. So, that's that. Sure, eating fewer calories will help you lose weight, because that's obviously a natural thing. Duh, if you eat less, you're gonna lose weight. That's why fasting works. That is why if you are on a low-calorie diet, you will lose weight if you sustain it for weeks. Of course, but here's the key word. Can you sustain it? No, you can't. You can't live off of 500 calories for the rest of your life. You can't fast for the rest of your life. Yeah, in theory, you could lose weight if you lower your calories. However, when you go back to eating normal amounts of calories, you're going to gain the weight back. So that, my friends, is why calories don't matter. Let's talk about why calories do matter. Calories matter because you could definitely overeat your calories in certain foods and hit a weight loss stall, or even possibly gain weight and still be in ketosis. Yes, you're no longer producing as much insulin and your body is not storing the food that you eat as fat. However, if you're eating too much fat, in the form of, you know what I'm gonna say, dairy, nuts, cheese, then those ketones that you're producing, your body's not going to burn them off because it's busy burning that other crap that you're eating. or drinking. So, it is very common to gain weight on keto. As I'm chewing my chocolate. The rule of thermodynamics still applies here. Okay? You can't expect to eat 3,000 calories of cheese and nuts, sit on your ass, and lose weight. Now, if you're coming from a standard American diet where you've been eating McDonald's and then you switch to keto, you can probably get away with eating cheese and nuts for a while and still lose weight. Once your body gets used to this way of eating, you will not, you will stall. So what's the point here? Because there is a point. My point, food quality matters more than macros. It matters more than calories. And that should be your focus. Your focus should be on eating clean, whole food, unprocessed food, avoiding fast food, avoiding sweeteners, avoiding dairy, avoiding nuts, and all that other garbage. You shouldn't be arguing over, do calories matter if calories don't matter? Because let me tell you, that is a never-ending debate. You're going to find scientific studies to prove both sides, and no one's ever going to win that because every body is different. If you take me and you take my husband and what we eat, if he eats 1,000 calories of McDonald's a week, he'll probably lose like 10 pounds. I probably won't. So that is why it's not just a strict yes and no answer. It's a yes and no answer. I want us to refocus not so much on the calories, but on the food quality of what we're putting into our bodies. And how are we treating our bodies? Are we respecting them with the food we're putting into them, with the environmental decisions that we make, with our sleep, with our stress, with our emotional and mental health? Couple tips to end off with. If you're a keto beginner, don't worry about calories. Don't even count them. Focus on eating low carb. Focus on eliminating your standard American diet habits. Focus on learning what your carb threshold is. And just focus on learning how to eat good quality meats and vegetables and fats. And don't even worry about the calories. If you're a keto veteran, you need to look over and assess what your goals are. Are you wanting to lose weight because you hit a stall? You want to maintain your weight? Because those factors will determine whether or not you should change or look at and reassess your calories. However, if you're looking to maintain, maybe you just stay where you're at and you're cool with it. You don't have to worry about any of it. You just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing great. So I hope I confused the heck out of you because I confuse the heck out of myself all the time. But again, calories do matter, don't matter. But remember, it's what's going on the inside. Because, yeah, you can be skinny, but you can be fat skinny, where you're skinny, but you're fat on the inside, and nobody wants that. So, if you want to know more about this topic, I go into details of my opinion. Remember, guys, all my opinion. Don't send me hate mail. I won't read it. Delete. My opinion on calories on keto. You can find that on my blog post, eatbefitexplore.com. Don't forget to subscribe, but only if you're going to actually open my emails. Bye.